this series is fantastic. Your roles are incredible. I've already finished the whole thing. I just couldn't contain myself. Yes, wow. I know. So I have so much I want to talk to you about, but Matthew, we'll start with you.
All right.
Okay, so Robert Evans is such an interesting character. He's brilliant, but at the same time, he can trust his instincts, yet the lines blur between who he is and what he does. Talk to me about getting into his headspace.
Well, it's a true story. It's a brilliant script. There's an awful lot of stuff to mine, so I was quite lucky with this. I was quite lucky to have the tool of YouTube for certainly to help with the voice, and also I got him such a rich arc because, you know, at this particular point in his life, you know, his paymaster, who's sitting next to me, is demanding certain things of him which he doesn't know whether he'll be able to do. There's a lot of pressure on him, and his taste is amazing, but it's a very up and down ride, and his wife leaves him, and then he hits rock bottom, and also so much happens. So it was like a playground for an actor to be able to be involved in it. But it would be nothing without all of the other ridiculously good performances around.
I agree. I mean, everyone is so solid, and Bern, you know, Charlie is, I just can't help but anytime that he comes on screen to just, you know, he brings so much without saying anything, and then he says one line and it has such power.
He's my wife's favorite.
Yeah, you wouldn't want him as a boss, would you? Let's be honest.
No.
Yeah, it was a real pleasure to play a character who you're either going to love or hate. You know, I think that's.
I don't think anyone's going to hate your character.
No, I just mean he elicits a strong response. You know, and as an actor, that's what you want.
Marmite.
You know? Yeah, great. You know, but also somebody who's. It's like cheap therapy, you know. He comes into a room and he just shouts at people and gets what he. But ultimately, a very passionate, intelligent, nuanced guy who just had, you know, slept 2 hours a night sometimes and was just passionate about whatever he did. So as an actor, it's obviously a real pleasure to play someone like that.
They knew the rules and tried to operate within them at times, but also knew that you had to step outside of that in order for it to be a Godfather, in order for us to be talking about it 50 years later with the same affection from the day that it got made. And so many risks and chances that were taken on people. In either of your lives, is there a specific opportunity that comes to mind that you think, man, if somebody would have taken a chance here on me, or if I wouldn't have taken that risk, none of this would be happening?
In my experience and actors that I've spoken to, often it does take somebody to say, I'm going to take a chance on you. You know, you really do need somebody to vouch 100%. For you, or to be brave enough to take your inexperience and to say, there's something that in that person that I see. I definitely had that in my career.
I think at any stage in your career, it keeps going. The fact that Nicky and Dexter went, it's going to be you for Robert Evans. I would never have put myself in for Robert Evans at all.
That's true. That's true.
It keeps happening.
We worked with the wonderful directors on this, but it was sort of led by Dexter Fletcher in the first two, and as an exec producer, he brought a great sense of freedom and play, and we wanted to honour these characters, which you know, I think we all really enjoyed the project for that reason. It felt like this is a true story. Let's tell it to the best of our abilities and hope the audience comes along with us. You know,
it's a very easy one to turn up to work for. This one.
Well done. I cannot wait for audiences to see it. They are going to love it.
I hope they all respond as well as you have. That'd be great.
Yes, they will. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.